Hey everybody, it's Dr. Tim Harrigan. I am super excited to share with you guys. We are one of the few clinics in the world now that actually have this new technology with a green laser. As you guys know, lasers are the most impactful, beneficial, non-invasive physiotherapy in the world now, 9,200 studies and counting. We use them 20 to 30 times in the office. And most people know that we use red lasers and violet lasers. Well, now we have a green laser addition. Red and violet are incredible. Now keep in mind, they compare these lasers in their studies, in their double-blind studies, against LED lights, okay? Lasers are on a whole different level. This is not infrared, this is not an LED light. It's much more advanced than that. So we see a lot of people claiming they use lasers, but in fact it's a light therapy, which isn't bad. It's just nothing to do with lasers is all. This new green technology, again, we're one of the few clinics in the world that actually have this new technology. It's gonna cover every pathway of healing. And let me show you how that works. First of all, we add this is a green laser with violet. We add this to the red violet big laser. So it's a handheld, it's not in the big devices yet, that'll take several years. But when we combine this, we're getting all three colors, which is every pathway for ATP production, which is literally how we heal, okay? There's so many settings in here, you guys, with the other lasers. Acute pain, adhesions, arthritis, asthma, athlete's foot, brain, burns, bursitis, candida, canker sores, carpal tunnel, cartilage, chronic, colds and flus. So everything we would ever need to use this on ourselves is in here already with a combination of the other lasers as well. GVL is the name of this new laser. Again, we use it in addition to the big FX lasers that we use, whether it's the 635 or 405, whatever you're using, okay? So this is basically an FDA cleared device. It's September 2022. It's the first and only green and violet laser in the world. Our red lasers that we've used for almost a decade fall in this 635 nanometer category here. That's why they're red. So 635 nanometers basically means the most healing potential of our cells under that frequency, okay? So we use those for several years, the red laser. Then we upgraded to a red violet laser. We're one of the few offices in Arizona that actually have that one. And the violet is over on this side. So it's called a 405 because it's in this 405 nanometer spectrum. So when you get those lasers, we're literally covering 635 nanometers and this 405 nanometers, okay? Photon energy or laser therapy is absorbed by the mitochondria in our cells. We're made up of 30 trillion to 100 trillion cells. Everything is made up of those cells. Cells are the building blocks to my tissues, which are the building blocks to your organs. Everything starts at the cellular level. Everything is, respiration and our breathing and our heart rate, everything is happening in those cells that make up that organ. So when we get cells to heal more quickly and better, that organ obviously will heal quickly and better. Mitochondria are responsible for 90% of the adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, our body needs to function, and it has a pivotal role in cell life and cell death. Guys, we literally lose 1 million cells per second. 1 to 10 million cells in our body die off every second of every day, and we also rebuild 1 to 10 million cells to replace those cells. So healing is a process. When you give the body everything it needs for that process, of course we heal more rapidly with less complications, and we're able to get back to our busy lives faster. The electron transport chain, ATP, I'm gonna keep this very simple. There's 4 complexes for our bodies to create this ATP, the energy source. Think of ATP, if you ran out of ATP in your body right now, we would all drop dead. That's how our bodies are functioning. ATP is the energy source to everything. Well, there's 4 main pathways that allow this to occur in our cells. So you'll see that the 405 that we looked over here, the 405 nanometer violet laser, covers 1 and 2 complex of this process, okay? So when we just used the red lasers before, that covers complex 4. Okay, that's 635 nanometers. So we combine the red 635 and the 405 violet, we cover 1, 2, and 4 of this complex, okay? Now that we have the green laser, we're gonna fill in the last complex of healing or ATP production. So what we do is we get you under a laser that has the red and violet, and then we add with this handheld device the green frequency. We're covering all 4 complexes of this pathway for the electron transport chain. It's pretty incredible. So there's literally no reason why we can't heal quickly with less scar tissue, better circulation, less long-term issues, and just more rapidly in general. Reach out to us if you want some of these studies. Guys, there's 9,200. I can give you studies on arthritis with these lasers. Again, they're FDA cleared to treat anything in your body. Nothing else in the world has that type of FDA clearance. They started with an FDA clearance to treat chronic low back pain. This is non-invasive, granted. Then they got a plantar fasciitis FDA clearance, and now we have an FDA clearance to treat anything in the whole body. So there's nothing else that comes close to these, you guys. So all these different things you're seeing, stem cell therapy, cortisone shots, myofascial release, things that improve my circulation, ultrasound, anti-inflammatories, breaking down scar tissue. Literally, these lasers do all of that stuff without breaking the skin, non-invasively. So reach out, let us know if you want some of these studies. I can overwhelm you with this, but these are absolutely evidence-based, and we use them many times a day with our patients and on myself and with my whole family. Mitochondrial dysfunction and biogenesis in neurodegenerative diseases, pathogenesis and treatment. So what does neurodegeneration mean? Basically, anything in your nervous system that degenerates. We've heard of Alzheimer's, dementia, all these different things. Guys, this affects this neurodegenerative process. It's pretty incredible. So are we saying we're treating Alzheimer's or reversing Alzheimer's or anything like that? Of course not. However, when the body's able to heal more rapidly, your brain has a lot of ATP that are produced. It produces a lot of energy. Most of your cells have at least one mitochondria that produces the ATP. Your brain has quite a few mitochondria per cell though, so there's certain tissues that will heal much more rapidly in that process. Reach out to us for this FDA clinical trial for neck and shoulder pain. So this is essentially 43 different patients, 44 and 43 patients here. This is how many subjects they did these studies on. This is the red frequency only. This is the red and violet only. This is the green and violet only, okay? So just look at some of these really topical statistics. The duration of pain with these participants was 61 months, 76 and 89. So this is essentially showing 43 patients had a greater than 30% pain reduction. 65% of those did with the red, 75 with the red and violet, and 81% with the green and violet, okay? Had a greater than 30% pain reduction. This is the percent improvement in pain from their baseline to immediately after the treatment. So we put this on you for 5 or 10 minutes, and this is the outcome directly after. With the red only, it was a 48% improvement of pain. Red and violet was 45% immediately after, and the green violet was 52% reduction in symptoms directly after the treatment. So you can see everything about the red violet versus the green violet. The green violet is just more powerful. It's covering that third complex that the red and violet are not covering. So this stat is basically their percent improvement in pain from study endpoint to 48 hours post-treatment. So after they got the treatment, this is the reduction in pain 48 hours post-treatment, 2 days later. The red only had a 43% improvement. The red and violet was 50%. And as you can see again, the green violet had 65. Again, every criteria they measured, the green violet surpassed the red and the red violet. So now when we combine the green with the red violet, it's even more powerful. So this last one is improvement in range of motion with one treatment granted. This group with red had 14-degree range of motion improvement. The red violet had a 29-degree range of motion improvement. And again, the green violet had a 32% degree range of motion improvement after just one study, you guys. So every criteria here scored better 24 hours after treatment, directly after treatment, 48 hours after treatment, and the degree of range of motion improved the most in all of the green violet lasers. So again, imagine the power when we combine the red and violet with the new green. It's an addition to your other treatments that we can offer you. So you guys, with the green violet laser, this new technology, 98% of subjects that they did this on recorded they were satisfied with their treatment outcomes. I don't know anything in the world where 98% of the patients are satisfied with a non-invasive treatment. This is insane. 100% of the study participants recorded pain reduction 24 hours after post-treatment, 100%. As you can see, nothing non-invasively, safely, and more comprehensively can provide this type of healing response in the human body. Nothing. So if you guys have questions about this, let us know. We can get you a presentation or dig up some research for you, but there's no side effects with this, you guys, other than we can't point it over your pacemaker. We're not gonna put it directly over an active cancer, and we're not gonna shine it in your eyeballs, basically. So just like we don't shine flashlights in our eyeballs either, these are completely safe, non-invasive. Now we can add to your red-violet sessions, your treatments, the green-violet to maximize your results significantly. Let us know if you have any questions.